U.S. oil companies have lined up at the door of the Iraqi Oil Ministry, hoping to obtain long-term oil contracts that will need strong security measures. Some of the reports have indicated that contractual obligations to the U.S. military are currently being negotiated out to 2020 to serve the purpose of providing security for oil companies. Now, as a senator, you have the power to shed light on this issue, including a full-scale investigation, if necessary, in the role of our military and oil companies in the Middle East. Will you use the power of your office to bring to light the relationship between the U.S. military and oil companies in the Middle East and ensure ongoing transparency? And if so, how will you do that?
You know, I think that this point shows how off track we are, and it also demonstrates the hidden costs of depending on foreign oil, because it demonstrates the cost to our national security of depending upon just a few countries to provide oil, and the cost in terms of the dollars of providing a military support to provide access to oil. I have a much better idea, and that idea is to end our dependence on foreign oil. This chokehold that a few nations have over the success of our economy, both in terms of access and in terms of price of petroleum, completely undermines our long-term national security and undermines our long-term economic success. Now, I think the Congress and the American public need to have a full understanding of these issues, and I hope the Energy Committee or the committee with the appropriate jurisdiction will investigate this and air these issues fully, and I'll certainly be advocating for them to do so.
Which one of those committees would you like to be on?
Well, I can tell you that I'd love to be on energy, but Senator Wyden is on energy, so that is not a possibility. But a closely related committee is environment, which has been working on a lot of energy-related issues because of the impact of global warming. I certainly believe in the long term, Oregon needs to have a senator on appropriations. We've had 2 senators on the tax committee, which is the finance committee. But we haven't had a senator on appropriations since Hatfield was in that seat. And at that time, we had Packwood on the revenue side, we had Packwood on the appropriations side. That was extremely important to the state to have a voice on both ends of the equation. And so while a freshman is not normally appointed to appropriations, I'll certainly be trying to get in line for that to happen down the road. And I also feel that the Health, Education, and Labor Committee would be a very significant committee. It addresses 3 fundamental issues so important to our success of Oregon and success of the nation.